Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. My name is Tenna and welcome back to the circus that is my channel. Today's video I am so jazzed about. So I don't know who else got caught up in the Sephora VIB sale, but I did. Your girl did some damage. I bought a bunch of stuff. I'll be doing some reviews. We'll be doing some looks. We'll be doing all the things. But the one thing that I was super freaking excited about new stuff is this guy right here. It is the Kat Von D new brow pomade, and we got it in a nice artistic color. We got it in the color aubergine. We're gonna get weird with eyebrows, y'all. We're gonna get weird with eyebrows. Why? Because your girl's hair is normally like an ombre kind of red, and I wanted some weekend brows. At the office, I've got my little, you know, brunette brows per usual, but on the weekend I want some fancy brows, and Kat Von D is basically one of the first to come out with these colorful artistic colors as far as brow pomades go. Everybody knows that Anastasia Beverly Hills is basically the end all be all as far as eyebrow pomades go, things like that, and Kat Von D is promising to be right about at that caliber or better, things like that. And the one thing that Anastasia Beverly Hills does not have is artistic colors. So all of my blue haired gals, my purple haired gals, my yellow haired gals, all of my colorful unicorns, you guys now have your own eyebrow pomades, and I'm super excited about it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wipe off these muggle brows, and we are gonna give ourselves some fantasy brows, and I'm really excited about it. If you want to stick around, see how this stuff works, see if it's pigmented, see if it's really worth your coin, and see if it's really all that it's hyped up to be, then stick around. We're gonna see if I can get me some aubergine, which is eggplant, eyebrows. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we will go ahead and jump right on into the video. Alright guys, before we go ahead and jump into putting this stuff on my eyebrows, let's go over a couple details on the product itself. This just launched, I believe, last week, so I believe you can get this on Sephora, you can get this on katvond.com, things like that. It is $19, and she's got a range of different types of natural eyebrow colors, so you can have blonde, brunette, black, things like that. And then she's also got her artistic line. So if you go on to Sephora's website, if you can kind of see here on my phone, you can see all of like the crazy colors and things that are on there. So you can see the top row there is all of the nice natural colors, and the bottom row there is all of the artistic crazy colors. And so far it's got really good reviews. So basically what it says it's a long wear waterproof brow pomade that delivers bold brows with high impact budge proof look. The power to craft any brow imaginable is finally reality. 24-hour brow is your secret weapon for bold brows with a high impact budge proof look. Get ready to shape, sculpt, color, and create with the boldest brow product Kat's ever created in a spectrum of 16 ultra pigmented shades. So anyways, that's it. We're gonna go ahead and zoom in on my eyebrows so that you guys can kind of follow along and see what I'm doing. I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I believe this is a number 14. There's also a number 12. The number 12 is the same thing except it's shorter. But I'm just a fan of this, you know, eyebrow brush in general. It's very, very thin, precise, so I use this for everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in on my face, and we'll go ahead and start this eyebrow look. Alright, you guys are all zoomed in on my face. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. So basically, again, this is it in the box, just to kind of get a feel of what it is. Yes, I know I need a manicure. My nails look like crap, so don't judge me. But we're gonna go ahead and open this guy up. The packaging is really cool. It does remind me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. So it comes in a nice little glass container like so. The lid actually matches the color that is inside the jar. So of course it has the typical Kat Von D fashion there, where she puts, you know, her art spin on the lid with that gothic, you know, writing, things like that. So if we go ahead and take the lid off, if we take the lid off, this is what the product looks like inside. So aubergine is this nice kind of red, plumish brown color, and I'm really, really excited to use it. So let's go ahead and dip on into this, put this on the brow. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my brush, and yes, this is very much creamy. Kind of reminds me of Anastasia Beverly Hills when you first get their pomade products. They're very, very wet. So let's go ahead and go in. We will outline the brows and kind of fill them in. So far it's going on really, really smooth. I was able to outline my eyebrow just fine. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of fill it in, create my little fakey hair strokes here. So I will say that this, it kind of resembles, you know, a little bit like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, except the consistency is a little bit more wet, where I feel like the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade is a little bit more of like a clay-based kind of consistency. I don't know if it's just me, but this one's a little bit more wet and it's a little bit easier to move around. But then the thing that I don't like about when things are wet like that is that it tends to give the brows a little bit more of a heavy look and they don't look as natural. So anyways, to go ahead and zoom on into my face there, that is what it's looking like. I know my light's a little bit bright, but anyway, that is my normal brow. There's really nothing there, and this is our Kat Von D aubergine eyebrow. It's definitely pigmented. It's definitely a nice little plummy red color. I'm kind of digging it. I kind of like it. So let's go ahead and finish up this other eyebrow, and then we will see the final verdict. So anyways guys, if we zoom on in on the eyebrows, this is what the color aubergine is looking like on brunette eyebrows. So I think that it does a really good job of really bringing out that color, things like that. Obviously you're not going to cover up brown hairs. You know, it's not going to turn your hair on your eyebrows plum colored. However, I think this does a really good job of kind of creating that colorful eyebrow fantasy look. So I'm going to zoom on out, we're going to give our final thoughts, and then we will wrap up this video. All right, we are now zoomed out of my face, all that good stuff. So basically, final verdict on this, you guys. I actually really like it. I think it's a really cool product, and I think this is gonna be really cool for people that do have that like colorful fantasy hair. I'd really love to see what like the blue, the yellow, like all that stuff looks like on people. I know that Kat Von D has done swatches, things like that on her Instagram that you can actually go and reference and see what it looks like on dark skin, on light skin, blonde hair, brunette hair, things like that, which I thought was really cool so that you could tell if this product was for you, if her colors were going to show up. And like I thought it was really cool when she did like the darker skin complexion swatches, and all of like the fantasy colors showed up so beautifully on that skin tone. It didn't get washed out, you know, under like the darker undertones. Like they really, if anything, they popped more, and I thought that was really cool. But like I'm a fan of this. I'm a little bit more subtle. I'm not ballsy enough to have like sky blue eyebrows or like yellow eyebrows, things like that, and I don't have the hair to match. However, my hair is usually the same color that my eyebrows are right now. So when I finally get back to the hair salon and I can get myself toned back down to like my red, these will be fun like weekend brows. Like my brows will match my hair. I'm really excited about it. So anyways, you guys, I think this is a really cool product. I like it. I think it's very easy to maneuver. It's a very creamy product. Like I said, it's a little bit more easy to move around than the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. So you do have to work with it a little bit more, because I feel like if you go in a little bit too hard because it is so wet, you do run the risk of it getting a little bit patchy. But I found just kind of with some patience and really just kind of working with it and allowing it to dry down and then just kind of layering, adding on to it, you really get that opacity with your eyebrows. And I think it's really cool. I mean, it feels really nice. I mean, they are in place. The eyebrows are in place. They don't feel wet. They don't feel like anything like that. And they really feel like they have that long-lasting formula that the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow would have. So I probably will end up picking this up in like a normal eyebrow one too, just because I really like how this feels. I almost kind of like it better than the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, because I feel like, granted, I love the ABH one, but sometimes they dry out a little bit and it gets really hard to work with. I really did like how like kind of wet and easier to work with this was, and I feel like over time as it starts to break in, essentially, it'll become less wet and easier and more fun to work with. So anyways, guys, that is it. Again, a brief overview. I think this is really cool. It's approved by me. You know, specifically the aubergine color. I thought that, I just think it's a cool product. I like it. It's $19. I think that is pretty affordable. It's cheaper than the ABH Dip Brow. And you know, I think it's cool for all my fantasy girls. You guys can have your eyebrows now. So anyways, guys, that is it. Thank you for following along on this, and I hope that this was helpful for you. If this was something that you were looking into, or if this is like new and you're just finding out about it, you should get some because it's cool. And you know, even if you don't have blue hair, who knows, like Halloween, things like that, it'll be a really cool product, and I think it's really cool and people should definitely try it out. If not in a color, at least pick up her like, you know, natural hair shade, things like that. So anyways, guys, that is it. Thank you for following along, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.